So Glenn, if you want to do a general interview of sorts,
Yep.
ask questions, and like, so what are you guys working on? That sort of thing.
All right, I can do this. I will do that. All right, and all right, sweet, sounds good. Don't worry about me, buddy. Just worry about how you're gonna look to the world on the internet. No pressure.
So you think a 7/8? How much more sanding does it take? Oh, hey there.
Gentlemen, what you got going on here?
Well, this is the newest addition to the CB Gitty shop equipment roster.
All right, what is it?
This is a
Dowel sander.
a dowel maker, a
Dowel
doweling
maker.
machine that takes a square profile stick and turns it into a round stick, varying diameters and sizes, and a lot of good old cast iron and American
100
parts.
years old.
At least 100 years old. Made in Dayton, Ohio.
Wow.
They called it alternatively the Challenger or the MoneyMaker.
MoneyMaker, and then it was also known as the Widowmaker.
By the operators of it. We have all of the safety shrouds and covers removed right now, so it looks a little more imposing than it is. This is a 7.5 horsepower, 3-phase, 220 volt, 20 amp motor up here, right above head level when you're operating it. And we're not yet sure whether this old girl's gonna turn over once we get these fine old wires hooked up here. But we're confident, fairly confident, and hopeful. So you might be wondering why is this thing here, or even how it works. Jason's looking into the gearbox down here. It's in, believe it or not, it's in pretty good shape. It hasn't really run for at least 15 or maybe 25 years, according to the guy we bought it from. But basically, do you have that stick we were messing around with, Jeff? The square profile? Basically, you start from this end, and it's just a spinning and a going, and you got it all adjusted, and you take your raw square profile dowel, and it rides in this track. It gets grabbed by these rollers. Of course, you got to adjust the carriage here up to where it needs to be, just about like so. And then, yeah, Jason, push it all the way this way, I think, and then turn the wheel counterclockwise. And these should start turning if she's engaged. There they go. And it's going to grab that and feed it into the cutter head here. See those blades in there? Jeff's currently sharpening one of them. And it's going to force that in there, and then and out the other side pops around down like that.
But it won't be dirty like this one.
Not made on this machine, I'm afraid to say. And it's got various other add-ons and accoutrements like this. This is where a saw blade went, just a spinning away, apparently for cutting your dowel to length. I don't think we're going to put this part back into active use. But the hope is that we will be able to make dowels on this thing out of various hardwoods, ideally some of the more exciting hardwoods like Paduke and mahogany and purple heart, and some of the things that can then be used as necks on homemade instruments like diddly bows, the low bow style of instrument that John Lowe's been building for 20 plus years uses 2 dowel rods as necks, and a lot of people have emulated that style. So those are the 2 of the uses, and we're also, haven't really officially announced it yet, but Jeff here is a 35-year veteran master guru genius of drumsticks, and the making of drumsticks is also in the cards.
That's really cool.
Or for our Austrian friends, Schlagzeug, and they know.
Schlagzeug.
Yes.
I agree heartily. So the reason that's sliding, Jason, is this here cranks these tighter together, gets a good grip on it. So now she won't, see, I can't move it now, so it really grips a hold and forces it into the cutter. And of course the cutter is covered when she's running to make it a little harder to get your arm sucked into it, hopefully. The MoneyMaker, boy. Look right there. The latest patent date on it is March 4th, 1914. So this one goes back a day or two.
That's really cool to have a piece of history in the shop like this. Now, it's adding to the various other pieces of history that you have in the shop from your grandfather.
Yeah, well this right here, this old Delta Milwaukee joiner that we still use, that was in my grandpa's shop. Still the same blades, we haven't yet sharpened them. It's still planing off wood, and then we got the old drill press over there, and we're actually using some of my grandpa's old tools to work on this machine. And this is the sort of machine, the same pedigree and date range of machine that he worked on when he worked at the American Crayon Company, keeping the old century-old machines running and producing. So it feels good for me. You know, I feel proud to be able to at least be involved in this. Jeff's the chief engineer on this project, but we were here till 7 o'clock last night, taking parts off and cleaning them, and you know, WD-40 and buffing and polishing and
But there's a
greasing.
lot of talented people here.
Yeah.
Yep. Jason.
Jason poking around.
Yes, he is.
So we hope to get the electrician here soon, get this thing wired into the 3-phase over there, and hit the button and stand back.
Very cool.
Put on the Kevlar suits. So yeah, that's what's going on out here. Hopefully soon be cranking out dowels.
Very cool.
That's all I got.
I'm just gonna keep on going.
All right.
Editing's good for everybody.